Hey everyone, thanks for checking out Ozark Overland Adventures. I'm Matt, and on today's episode we're going to talk about my top 10 favorite overlanding gear. And to start us off, it's kind of a 1-2 combo because they go together. And that's our 23 Zero Walkabout 62 rooftop tent and our VRV Eco Flyer camper. And this setup has been a game changer for us. We started out with just the camper, and that was fantastic when it was just me and my wife. But once we wanted to start taking the kids camping, it gets real crowded in there real fast. We actually looked at getting a different camper to hold more people, but as we got to thinking about it, I love the size of this thing. I love how small it is. I love how easily it pulls behind the Jeep. And so we thought about, hey, let's put a rooftop tent on the top of it. And that'll give my wife and I our own little penthouse space up there. And the bottom area can be where the kids sleep or inside the annex. We can throw an air mattress down there when we've got all the kids with us and all the dogs. And we've got plenty of space doing this. I absolutely love it. I'll give you a walk around in a separate video, but just know this combination of camper with rooftop tent on top has been incredible for us. We love it. Up next is my Dometic CFX 55 fridge. I was never the type that wanted a fridge until my wife, then girlfriend at the time, about 4 years ago, bought me this thing for Christmas. Ever since I've had this, I have fallen in love, and I cannot imagine having to deal with an ice chest and ice and wet soggy food and changing out ice while I'm on longer trips. This thing has been fantastic and I absolutely love it. The 55 liter has plenty of space in there we used this on our trip to Colorado, 10 days, didn't have to go to a grocery store, plenty of food in here for the week and a half that we were gone, and absolutely loved it. One more benefit that we just learned about this thing, my wife just got the new CFX 3 55 liter for her Grand Cherokee. And so I had mine, my wife has hers for her rig. We got back from our trip to Oklahoma and found out that our refrigerator and freezer at home was starting to go bad. The ice had melted in the freezer, milk had spoiled in the refrigerator. We were able to salvage enough stuff from it. We turned this thing down to 20 degrees and took everything that was salvageable from our freezer, all of our meats and stuff that was still mostly frozen, put it in this. We took all the refrigerated stuff and put it in my wife's, and that held us for a couple days until we could get that refrigerator fixed. So it has a lot more uses than just overlanding. So love having your fridge. And then sitting right next to the Dometic in the back of my Jeep is the front runner tailgate table. I love having this thing when we're on weekend trips, day trips, whatever. When it's time to stop for lunch or to cook dinner, it makes it so much faster and so much simpler to be able to pull this down. It's got this piece that comes out for a little bit more surface area, and to be able to prepare a meal right here instead of having to get a table out and get the stuff out. I got my tailgate table, I got my fridge right here. Usually I've got my food tote right here, and having this stuff all set up in the back of the Jeep has been awesome. And it's also a great place for stickers. Front runner does have a newer design than this that has a clamp instead of using friction to hold this in place. I do like the new design better, but this is what I have, and it's been fantastic. Up next, and this may sound kind of dumb, but I love a good quality light at camp. And I've bought all kinds of lights, headlamps, flashlights, rope lights. I'm sure you guys have seen these. Bought several of these off Amazon. These have been decent. They work. But so far, my favorite light that I own is this little 23 Zero solar charger light. This piece pops out. You turn it on. It's not going to work out here in this light very good. Yep. But that just gives you a great all-over light. You can turn it upside down if you're sitting around a table or something. It can change temperatures and it can even flicker. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it can, if you're like having a romantic dinner with your wife at camp, you can kind of turn it into a candle. Anyway, hold it down. This piece right here glows in the dark. So if you've got this set up at night, like we'll put it inside our annex and hang it up in there when we come down, or if we come out of the camper, this thing's glowing so you can easily find it. Solar cell on top so you can charge it in the sunlight. It's also got a USB port right there so you can charge it via USB. It's got this hook on top. I don't know why, I friggin' love this little light. It's my favorite one that I own. I wish I had about 3 of these. Since we're talking about my favorite overlanding gear, I thought I'd give a quick shout out to my friend Chris Holloway and the More Expo, the Midwest Overlanding and Off-Road Expo that's going to be in Springfield, Missouri, February 14th and 15th next year in 2021. I highly recommend, if you can, attend this event. They're going to have over 80,000 square feet of expo space. They're going to have over 100 vendors there. So if you're looking for ideas for your rig, if you're looking for ideas for your camping setup, just want to check out the latest stuff, maybe see rooftop tents or off-road trailers. I mean, they've got so many cool things there. I was at this last one here in 2020, and it was half the size that it's going to be in 2021, and it's going to be fantastic. I'm going to be there. I'll be teaching a few classes. I'll be teaching 2 classes on Gaia GPS. I'll be teaching just kind of a generic one on navigation and using the motor vehicle use maps and things that we can do to keep trails open and that type of stuff. So I hope you'll come. I hope you'll attend. Maybe, I'd love to meet you guys. But again, February 14th and 15th in Springfield, Missouri, the Midwest Overlanding and Off-Road Expo. Check it out. The next 3 items all kind of go together, but the Camp Chef Rainier camp stove, the Coleman folding oven, and a 5-pound propane tank. These things together have made a fantastic camp kitchen. I love the fact that the Rainier has a burner on one side and a non-stick griddle on the other. Great place to cook eggs, fry eggs, just cook a variety of meals there. Pancakes at camp on the griddle. Absolutely love it. And then this piece comes off. And then this burner makes a fantastic spot for the oven. And this oven, if you've seen any of my recent videos, biscuits for biscuits and gravy, cinnamon rolls. I warmed up leftover pizza in this, brownies, cakes, lasagnas, potatoes, roasted potatoes have all been fantastic. I love this thing. It's like 35 bucks. Got it off of Amazon. I've got a lot of friends that are looking for it. They say you can't find it right now. If you can find one, snatch it up. These things are fantastic. And then the 5-pound propane tank. I get so sick of the little 1-pound bottles, not knowing how many I need, not knowing if one is going to be enough for a trip. So you bring 2, you bring 3. Once you use one of them, it's just a pain in the butt. Migrating to a 5-pound tank, it still doesn't take up very much room. It doesn't take up any more room than 3 1-pound propane bottles. But this thing has been fantastic. I can go to camp and not have to worry if I'm going to run out of propane. So this combination, Camp Chef Rainier, Coleman folding camp oven, 5-pound propane tank, love them. Up next, and now we're getting kind of Gucci here, but the Mr. Heater, the same people that make the Buddy heaters, the Mr. Heater Boss battery operated shower system hot water tank has been awesome. Especially if you camp in cold weather and you have to do dishes, or you just want to wash your hands or whatever. Having hot water at camp and not having to boil water to have that has been awesome. This thing has a rechargeable battery in it. You can recharge it from an outlet. You can plug it into your 12-volt in your car, recharge it there. It runs off the 1-pound propane bottles, or if you have a 5-pound tank like I have, get the adapter. It can run off that. It's got everything you need. It has a pump that I just drop into these little cube 7-gallon buckets. I could drop it into the tank on the camper if I wanted to, but this is just super convenient. And then it has a shower nozzle. And all you do is turn the pump on, and it will heat the water up 30 degrees more than what it is. So and it will tell you what the temperature is. So there it goes. And that water is nice and warm. That right there would make a great shower. It's just that fast. Absolutely love this thing. But wait, there's more. When it's time to do dishes around camp, it's got this little arm that swings out. You can change where the outlet is. And look at that. Awesome place to do your dishes, wash your hands, wash your clothes if you want to. I don't know. Absolutely love having this thing. The Boss battery operated shower system by Mr. Heater. It's fantastic. As far as the battery life on this thing goes, I don't know yet. I've had this thing for 2 months now, and I'm still running off the initial charge. I don't know how long this thing's gonna last. And it's still showing full battery. It's pretty incredible. And finally, the last thing on my list is our Dometic flushable toilet. Now, obviously I'm in my garage now. I forgot to take this with me to where I was shooting this video. But this has really changed how comfortable and how doable long-term camping is for my wife. This doesn't benefit me, except it makes her experience a lot more enjoyable. And for me, that's important because I love it when she goes with me on the longer term adventures. My wife did a full video review of this. I'll put the link right up here if you want to check that out. But this has made long-term camping much more enjoyable for my wife. And because that's important to her, it's made the list. So anyway, I hope this video has been interesting, helpful to you. I'd love to know in the comments what some of your favorite gear is, if it differs from mine. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like the video, if you did, push the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, all that stuff that helps YouTube know, hey, you like the channel. Because that helps us out. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.